Mm, Nothing can come, nothing can come.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In case you're new here, my name is Kim. This is Core Union. I want to talk a little bit about 3D manipulation and how you don't want to do that, because when you do that, your compulsion for doing that is coming from you being a state of not being who you truly are. And it was actually partly inspired, believe it or not, by a troll under one of the videos who, thank you so much, because haters always make me graders, and you just give me more material to create, to transmute that energy. Although, yes, I know I manifested it, but to transmute that energy into just pure love and to be able to make the world a better place. So I'm going to tell a little story about what happened, how I internally responded to it, then what I did in the 3D, then what I did to use the 3D circumstance to work in my favor. And this does tie into also using your 3D circumstance with your person in your favor, okay? Because in my mind, it all ties together. And I do believe that this video is going to make sense to many of you guys. Before I do get into this, please do like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel if you love my content. If you want me to be your coach, email me a short description to kim@coreunion.com. I will reply back to you with my next available. After you've booked on my website, coreunion.com, you can do a 30-minute or a package. Most people do prefer the package. So first, let me just say that some people ask questions, and I do believe that it's because A, they are watching video to video to video. So they're getting kind of a splintered belief system because they're going from different creators' content. Some creators actually teach manifestation from almost a 3D manipulation way, like um, block him or stop responding. That will make them feel that you aren't giving them energy anymore, and they will come running back. Things like that's 100% manipulation. So if you ever wondered, should I cut them off? Should I block them? Should I stop interacting in the 3D? The answer in some cases would be yes, definitely withdraw interacting if by being in the 3D, it's making it impossible for you to stay in your trust, to be able to stay embodying, carrying yourself in the energy of being the wife or the husband. Yes, do withdraw, and kind of it's like you're just giving yourself time. It's more like in protection of the relationship than kind of 3D manipulation. You're not doing it to get a reaction. If you feel yourself doing things like that to get a reaction, that's 3D manipulation, and it's toxic. If me and my mirror soul ever went through anything where I had to, like, I can't, like, I literally wouldn't be able to even reach out anymore. It's not to try to play mind games or to get him thinking, to get him wanting to reach out to me to see if I still care. That's ego-based 3D manipulation. It would be simply because I'm protecting our sacred divine love, and I believe in our end together, and I'm not going to allow 3D BS to take that love away from me. So it's a very strong and very confident way of withdrawing from the 3D. So anyway, in some cases, especially when it comes to, hate to say it, but especially when it comes to third party situations, if you are, if your person is with somebody else and you are trying to maintain being the true version of you with the true version of them, but you continue, like, you're doing your inner work, you feel strong, you feel confident, you feel secure, you get movement in your 3D, you continue to almost have somewhat of a form of a relationship, but through that, you continue to be triggered because the other person is still in the picture. In some cases, it is good to have like complete trust in your end and to withdraw from the interacting in your 3D, because simply it's just becoming kind of toxic for you, because you're doing your inner work and you're feeling good and strong, and then you go in your 3D, you're interacting, you're having moments together, but then at the end of the day, things haven't fully conformed yet. Then you get adhered back into the 3D, and this process can be very draining. So in those cases, you're not doing this in a in a manipulative way. You are being very clear with your intentions, that you're not withdrawing and thinking like, oh, by doing this, this is going to make him come to me. This is going to make him leave her and come to me. Do not do that. You are doing it because simply in the 3D, it's what's appropriate to do. And that you want to really get in a deep understanding of this, why it's even happening in the 3D, that it is your old wounds and your triggers being externalized and personified through your mirror and through your mirror soul. Okay. So that's what I want to talk about in terms of when you might need to cut off things in 3D, and not doing it in a 3D manipulative way. You're not doing it to get any kind of reaction. You're not doing it to make them come to you. You're doing it so you can shift, because when you shift, your reality shifts. Okay. That's the first thing I want to talk about. And then I want to talk about using your 3D to work in your favor instead of allowing your 3D to. Remember, I came on with a live video recently where I said, don't be like, if you're letting your 3D control you, you're letting all the people in the past who hurt you, you're being their bitch. You're being controlled by your old story, pretty much. Okay. And you don't want to live in the past, allowing your mother, father, in my case, it wasn't my mom, I love you, but allowing your mother, your father, sisters, brothers, old friends, old ex-girlfriends, ex-boyfriends. You don't want these people who did hurt you and cause harm to you to cause these core wounds. You don't want them to be controlling you. You may as well be living your life side by side with them. That's not what you want. So release them, let it go, let them apologize to you energetically and move on from it. Okay. So that's the first thing. But remember, when you are interacting in the 3D and something comes up, use that. Use it to show you what it is that you do want. So this is going to be an example where recently I came, I woke up in the morning and I looked at the comments under the videos, and I saw somebody commented on one of the videos, and she said something like, it's one of the videos, the SP videos, where I'm wearing my motorcycle leather jacket, which I love. And I think a lace top underneath it. I love that outfit. And she said something like, it was very critical. It was something like, that jacket is too tight for you. It doesn't even fit you. First impression. And I was like, ooh, salty. I'm like, okay. And I literally giggled inside, because I'm like, I look sexy as you know what in that. So I'm not even fazed by it. And I literally laughed inside, which, what does that show me? And it wasn't like an ego. It was just like, I literally laughed. Like, that's actually comical. It's actually funny, because I have confidence. I know that I do look very good in that jacket. And I actually like it when things are fitted. I like it when things are fitted to my shoulders and my arms. That's kind of a look I like. So it doesn't faze me. I don't care, because I don't need anybody to validate that, because I have confidence, right? So that showed me that I have nothing active within me anymore, that I'm just not fazed by it. So that shows me, because I wasn't triggered, that I could care less. And the comment was actually comical. And then I'm getting ready. So I'm thinking to myself, this is probably a troll that I've manifested that I'm going to need to block. I look again like a few minutes later, and now she keeps commenting under the same video, and she's being super critical. And then she says something like, now this is a video that has literally helped people shift people into being in their end, that they've actually gotten movement from their specific person, right? So again, I have 100% confidence in my power to create, in my power to shift you guys, and my power as a spiritual teacher and a coach in this. And she makes a comment, and she says something like, I don't believe you meant to say this. I believe instead this is the point that you meant to make. And then she kind of regurgitated some of what I was saying, but she put it in her own words. And then I was like, okay, like, I'm about to block her. But again, I wasn't fazed by it, because I'm like, all right, I know, like, you're just like a manifestation of an old story. So it's almost like she was an annoying fly. That's the best way to put it. It was just like, oh, like, shoo, like, get away from me. Then that was the last comment that I was just like, I almost cracked up. It was again a comment, again, under a video that's helped many of you guys shift. And she says, don't believe anything this woman says. she's going to do this and that to your mind. You don't have to do this or that to manifest your SP. And then I was just like, okay. So at this point, I went in, I got to the laptop and I blocked her because I'm just like toxic manifestation of mine, yes, but not good for my community. And I'm protecting all my little love lambs, all of you guys, and I'm protecting myself from this kind of BS, this old story. And then I used that 3D experience just to remind myself my how much my teachings are helping to change the world, how much I'm empowering my subscribers' lives, my clients' lives, how much everybody loves me, everybody respects me, how people value my teachings, how all of my videos are literally helping to change the fabric of the world. I literally just went into that. And then I imagined all of the good love that I put out with you guys and all of the good love that you guys give me back. And I go into that purity, I go into that divine, like unconditional love, which is God. I go into that heart space, that unconditional love. I also go into that forgiving energy, like totally, completely, like, yes, I will block in the 3D, but totally, completely forgive you because I know that you didn't mean to cause me harm. I know that you're just reflecting this old story back to me. So I'm going to completely forgive you. I'm going to let you go. And I'm also going to completely forget because it's not worth my time or energy. And I'm going to use you to inspire me to create goodness into the world to help shift you guys. Do you see what I did there with just this little thing? Instead of me arguing in the 3D with the person, which is what I may have done like maybe a year ago, that's very like 2022, 2023. I'm now the new version of me who's leveled up and I'm in even more of a deeper understanding and a deeper power of how to create in my reality, right? So I'm completely unfazed by it. It's laughable, but then I just do kind of let it go and I allow that to put me into what is it that I do want? What kind of responses do I want under my videos? And then I let all of that love shine. I let all of that love come back to me because that's what I'm putting out. Okay. That to me is also that I touched on this a little bit. We want to go into that deep, unconditional love, which from my perspective is God, that you and God are not separate. And there's no separate entity. You were created in God's image, and God created you in God's image to create in your reality. Everything in your reality is literally just a reflection of your belief system, the programming. It's never your fault. It never was your fault. It is the programming. It's that simple. So now that you're aware of that moving forward, and yes, I know it takes a little time, but moving forward, now remain responsible for your thoughts. And, now that you're aware that your belief system is being reflected back to you, it would be responsible for you to maintain focus and discipline on what you allow yourself to ruminate on. Okay. So anyway, and again, also that 100% unconditional love and forgiveness and forgetting, turning the other cheek is that Christ consciousness. Okay. That, maybe I will talk a little bit more, but it is really just, it's a way of being. It's a way of being in complete 100% power. It's authentic empowerment. It is letting go and dropping all of the old stories and remaining in complete focus and trust in what is in your heart and soul, and knowing that God created everything way, way, way back when, before you were even created. So it all already existed before you existed in this physical form, and it always will exist. It's just the way it is. There's no beginning and no end. It just is. Okay. And you are that. You are also that. That is within you. Okay. So I know that this is a very powerful video. I know that this empowered many of you guys to shift. So now that you know who you are and you know that your reality is reflecting you back to you, stop questioning everything, go deep in your trust and remain focused and disciplined. Maintain a healthy mental diet, okay? And allow your 3D, like you use your 3D and you stop allowing your 3D to use you. Because if you do that, again, you're just being used. You're being used. You're allowing everyone in your past that hurt you to take everything from you. You're allowing your past Like if I allowed it, that means that I would be letting my father take all of my love away from me. I would be letting this person or that person take all of the money away from me. F that. No way, no how. Okay. I love you so much. I have to go now because I have my session starting. Please do comment down below. Comment down below that you are no longer going to allow anything to sway you and that you are in 100% complete trust in God that your end exists. And I will talk to you soon. I love you. Bye.
Nothing can come, nothing can come, nothing can come between us.